Okay, let's go answer some questions. Super good. Okay, here we go. I had 2 late payments with Macy's. They removed one. I'm trying to get the other removed. What do I do? Do the same thing you did to get the first one removed. And if it doesn't work, just start trying to build around your score. Like, focus on other things. If they don't remove it, don't take it as a loss, but just keep it moving. You can't force them to remove accurate information. All you can try to do is do whatever you did the first time again and again and again and again. However many times is up to you, but I wouldn't spend too much time on it. If they don't want to remove the account, I would just rebuild around it. How do I remove accounts included in bankruptcy and get the bankruptcy removed first? How effective are goodwill letters? They've worked for me. They've worked for people in my group. I can't say that they've worked every single time or the first time I sent them. Sometimes I've had to send in a goodwill letter at least 3 to 4 times. Like with Capital One, I've had to send the letter in a couple of times before they will honor. The only company that I've had any issues with trying to send a goodwill letter would be like LVNV, not LVNV, but First Premier Bank or Fingerhut. Those are the only 2 companies that I've had issues with when it comes to submitting a goodwill letter. But other than that, it varies because it depends on the company. So, but I've had good results with them, and so have a few others in my group. But we've had to send the letters a couple times until we got the results we wanted. How can I view all 3 reports? Smartcredit.com, baby. Do I need to pay a charged-off car loan? Yes, the end results with this oftentimes is a lawsuit, so you definitely want to avoid that. Who does Experian use to verify bankruptcies? LexisNexis. Is it best to call or mail in letters to have inquiries removed? Either mail them in or call. I've had success doing either or. For any inquiries that I couldn't get removed by phone, I just put them on an inquiry removal letter. And if that didn't work, then I just kind of was like, F it for a minute. And then I would send them a method of verification letter, and they would remove them that way because they wouldn't be able to supply that information to me. But whatever inquiries that were left, I just let them fall off because I just didn't want to spend too much time focusing on inquiries. Can I purchase a vehicle even though I am co-signing for another? Yes, you can if your income and your credit score allows it, but just don't put too much on your plate. If you cannot handle it, then don't do it. Should you pay off a charged-off account? If it's still with the original creditor, yes. Like I said before about the charge-off car loan, yeah, you definitely want to pay charge-off accounts because what they typically do is continue to get sold until someone buys the debt. And if that collection agency doesn't collect on the debt, they'll just drop it, sell it to someone else, and that debt will just keep cycling through a system until you pay it. So I would just always see if I can go back and pay the original creditor, get them to agree for a pay for deletion, and be done with the account. I was told not to pay collections. I always feel like when people say not to pay collections, you should end it with don't pay collections that have not been verified. Don't pay collections without getting them deleted, instead of just saying don't pay collections. Now, if I ever said don't pay collections and I didn't end it with something else, shame on me, but what I meant to say, or if I, don't pay collections that if you have not sent a debt validation letter for, don't pay the collection just off top. Make them validate the debt first. Okay. And if they validate the debt, then you move to paying the account, but only pay if they agree to delete. How do you get a bankruptcy removed? It is a process to get a bankruptcy removed. So I can't just give you like one thing or say one thing that will work to get the bankruptcy removed, because you have to contact the bureaus to see how they validated the bankruptcy. You have to contact the courts to see if they even communicate with the credit bureaus. You have to contact LexisNexis to see how they validated your bankruptcy. You have to get the bankruptcy removed from the person who is validating this information with the credit bureaus. That's who you have to get it removed from first. You have to focus. You have to focus on the source that is reporting the bankruptcy. Get it removed from there first. Then you can go on about attacking it with the credit bureaus. But I have a bankruptcy video about that. What letter should I send to remove paid student loans? Don't remove paid student loans. Leave them alone. sometimes student loans are our oldest accounts and they hold a lot of weight. So if you remove a paid student loan, then your credit score is going to take a hit. So don't do it unless you've been instructed to by a realtor, and I don't think they would tell you that. But don't do it unless someone has told you to do it because you're trying to get approved for a home or something like that. But don't remove paid anything. What if you already settled and paid the debt and did not ask for deletion? How do you get this removed? Try a goodwill letter, or look for inconsistencies and try to dispute the account with the credit bureaus. My charged off account says 0 balance. How do I get it removed and how difficult will it be? Try factual disputing the account if you notice any inaccuracies, or try submitting a goodwill letter to the original creditor and see if they would be willing to delete the account, especially if it was a paid charged off and it's not just reporting 0 balance. But if it's paid because you actually paid it and it's just reporting paid charged off, try submitting a goodwill letter. What credit score do I need to buy a home? Okay, so this will kind of vary based off the loan type, the state you're in, and the lender. So I would definitely check locally. I know the score could typically range from like 620 to 640 with no outstanding collections or something like that. But I'm not a homeowner, so I like to stay in my lane. That's not my area of expertise. So I would definitely just suggest that you check locally. Ask a realtor or the lender, maybe that you're interested in getting financing from. Ask them what their requirements are. I just go directly to a realtor and ask them, because you definitely want to know. I know it varies by state and things like that. It may be different here in Alabama, that whole process. So I don't know where everyone is located. So I don't want to put something out there. Then months later, I'm wrong. Somebody comes on my video and like, hey, you wrong. So I'm going to stay in my lane. And those were all the questions that were asked. So, if you have a question, I will always have like a little link in the description box where you can submit a question that you may have for me. And if I can answer it, or if I haven't answered it already, I will put it in the video. A lot of my questions that I'm receiving are pretty much the same. And a lot of questions that I get, you pretty much do the same thing to get the accounts removed. For those of you that are interested in starting a credit repair business, I highly recommend this book. I have it linked below in my description box. Definitely get this book. There is so much information in here for you to learn about credit repair laws and just credit repair period. If you need to know information about how to run your business, you need to get familiar with the CROA. They will also be linked in my description box. But I'm going to wrap this video up because I don't want it to be too long. I want to keep this Q&A super short. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I'm super grateful for all the support that I've been receiving, all the nice comments, all the support, all the love, everything. And also, if you were on the giveaway, if you were able to make the giveaway on Instagram, was that not fun? That was so fun. I cannot wait to do that again for the 10K giveaway. That was so fun to do. So, yeah, I'll definitely see you guys in my next video. Y'all have a fantastic day. Peace out.